Hello everybody, my name is Werner S. Nazon,
And my name is Germina Nazon.
and we are the founders of FaithfullyCrowned.com.
Yes, so today is part 2 of red flags you're supposed to watch out for before marriage. If you haven't watched the first part, we suggest that you watch it before or after this video because you don't want to miss out on these red flags that we're pointing out. They're very important. Let's get into today's video. We're going to talk about number 6 on the list for you to watch out for, which is if the person have a vision for their life. Having a vision for their life is very important. What is the person's dreams? What do they aspire to be in the future? It is very important for somebody to have those dreams because, you know, those dreams will lead your future family far in the future. And God put dreams in all of us. And some of us, we don't recognize those dreams because, you know, we got too comfortable. So it's very important for the person not to be too comfortable and for them to want to pursue the dreams that God put on their heart as long as it aligns with His will for their life. And I'm not saying that the person has to have everything figured out when you guys get together, but as long as they're dreaming, and those dreams, as long as it doesn't remain a dream and that they're willing to step out in faith and pursue them in the future, it can be beneficial for you and your future family. Even the Bible suggests for us not to be lazy and not to be too comfortable in anything. We have to continue to be dreamers, and we have to, you know, step out in faith into the dreams that God has for us. So that is definitely a red flag, a deal breaker.
Yeah, most definitely too. And I like how you said how they don't have to have everything all figured out. That's definitely true, you know. It's you're not gonna find someone who has every single answer, you know, but it's important that they're at least seeking God, you know, for their purpose, so that they can know, okay, God, what is your vision for my life? But if you're with someone who doesn't really is not motivated to be better or to grow in any area of their life, then that's a deal breaker. That's a red flag, you know, because eventually if you settle for them and you end up getting married to them, they're not gonna be able to lead you closer to your purpose. You know, you'll end up being unmotivated just like them. You know, and you don't want 10 or 15 years to pass by and feel like you didn't accomplish anything in life. You know, that's not good. So it's important that you watch out for that red flag. You know, do they have a vision for their life? They have to have a vision, you know, because without vision, the people perish. Amen. So on to our next red flag. Do you guys agree on the same future? You know, like when it comes to like, okay, do you want to have kids, or, you know, do you want to do so and so? Okay, do you want to, like, you know, move here, stuff like that? Do you guys agree on having the same future? It's definitely very important, because if you're with someone who doesn't, you know, say for instance, if they don't want to have kids, you know, you could be someone who loves kids. You know, kids are definitely, like, you know, that's godly offspring. It's definitely a blessing from the Lord. And we believe that when God puts two people together, and that's one of the reasons why, is to reproduce, to have godly offspring, because God wants to see more people with His image on earth. You know, so that's definitely very important. You guys have to agree on the same future, because if you don't, eventually you're gonna end up butting heads. You know, and and you can't make that mistake of getting with someone who doesn't agree on that and thinking that, okay, they're just gonna change, you know, after they get married, because that's not what happens, you know.
And believe it or not, it does become a problem in your marriage, because I've heard about marriages being broken because of that. The person didn't, well, I guess the person didn't agree on the same future about having kids. One person wanted kids, one person, so they had to part ways. And you don't want divorce to be a factor because you guys didn't agree on the same future. So it's very important to sit down and communicate what is your heart's desire, what is theirs, to make sure that agreement is there. We're gonna move on to number 8. Can you lead them? Can you trust them to lead your future family as a woman? can you trust that man to lead your future family? Are they going to make decisions that's going to be a blessing to your family or a curse to your family? Are they going to do things that's gonna mess up your family? You don't want anybody that's going to bring negative stuff to your family. So it's very important for you to know down the line that that man that I'm dating is going to be a good leader, and that the woman is going to be a good leader to their children and lead their children and be a good example to their children. So that's why we put that point down. It is very important that you can see the man that you're with or the woman that you're with being a good leader in every single aspect in your future marriage.
Yeah, most definitely. So I think it's definitely important, just as a man, for men to be leaders. God gave us that role. They say in the Bible that the husband is the head of the wife. It's kind of like when you see like that hierarchy. It's like you see like the husband and then the wife, and the wife over the children. And it's like if you have a man who is living godly, he's going to be able to lead his wife to live godly, and that his wife is going to be able to lead the children to live godly. But if you have a husband who's living a wicked life, they'll eventually lead the wife to do the same, and they'll lead the children to do the same. So then the family won't have any vision. They won't be able to go after their purpose and stuff like that. So it definitely starts, with the man. But definitely, I also agree too with what you said with the wife too, because it definitely does go both ways.
Yeah,
I definitely
absolutely
agree with you.
Yeah.
So going on to our next one. Do they respect you, and do they respect others? Now, it's important that you're with somebody who respects you and they respect others, and this goes down to down every single category. It's the same with how we spoke about in the last video about boundaries. Do they respect your boundaries? That's also a level of respect. But also too, how do they talk to you? Do they put you down? Are they prideful towards you, or do they try to do like your little funny sarcastic remarks when you make like a mistake on like a pronunciation of a word, or when you make a mistake about not knowing something about sports or something like that, or when you make a mistake about not knowing like certain things, do they do they put you down because of that? Do they make fun of you because of that and stuff like that? Because if they do, that means they don't respect you. They don't respect you, And do they respect others? Do they respect your family members? How are they when you're out in public with them? When you go to like a restaurant, if there's like, God forbid there's a situation where it's like, a waiter or a waitress gets their order wrong, and then they're talking down to them, cursing them out, or just saying evil things toward them, or just putting them down. That's when okay, you know what? If he or she says that to that person, who's taking care of their order, when they mess up, how is it gonna be when you mess up and you make a mistake? Are they gonna just put you completely down or curse you out or say something wicked towards you? That's definitely something to watch out for. Definitely look out for that. It's a red flag, deal breaker.
Yes, you don't want anybody that's gonna belittle you. You want somebody that's gonna empower you. So whoever you're with shouldn't be talking down on you. They should respect you. They should love you. They should respect the people that's around you. Whether it's your family, your friends, whatever it is, they should respect those people. And you should also do the same thing. You should respect their family. You should respect them.
That's right.
Yes. Amen. So the last one that we have, number 10. Allow God to heal their brokenness. So this is important because we all have stuff that's inside of us that God needs to work on before we move into marriage. For some people, it might be some kind of addiction. So for some people, it might be their mouth. Some people don't know how to, talk to others. And that's something that's very important, that God has to address within you and your heart before you try and move on to marriage. If somebody has some kind of addiction, it's very important. Like for me, God had to check me on a few things, but it shouldn't be to the extreme where it's overpowering everything. Like when you get, if the person has anger issues, they start throwing and tossing things, that is going to be a problem for your future marriage. You don't want anybody that, you know, didn't allow God to address their anger issues. You don't want anybody that didn't allow God to address their addictions, because this is all going to be a problem in the marriage. If the marriage does not solve these issues, is when they surrender them to God, for the God to work on those things. God will work on them and change them and break them off of them, so that it's not something that's not only on them, but it's something that keeps passing on to your children. You know, the home is unhappy because there's so much a brokenness that God didn't that the person didn't surrender to God for God to heal that thing, you know, off of them, because there's nothing that is impossible to God. As long as the person is willing, God is willing to change those things for that person.
Most definitely. And I like how you said how marriage doesn't heal brokenness. Marriage doesn't take care of that brokenness. A lot of times, you know, someone might get into a relationship and they get married, and you know, they may have a deeper issue, a deeper heart issue, or addiction, like you said, and they may think that when they get into marriage, okay, that thing is just gonna fix. When that's not true. Marriage doesn't heal brokenness. God heals brokenness. You know, just thinking back to our situation too. Well, I was addicted to pornography in the very beginning of our relationship. And God broke those chains off of me. I had to go to God in order to get the power, the ability to be able to break free from that addiction, you know. And she was actually made aware of that too. And that definitely helped our relationship, which definitely led to our marriage, you know. But if I had hid that from her forever and just never got, you know, guidance on that, and never went to God for that addiction, and just thought, okay, let's just get married because maybe, you know, we're gonna be married, and I'm not gonna have to worry about that anymore because I'll have her here and I won't have to go to those videos. But no, we didn't decide to do that. You know what I'm saying? I went to God. We went to God. We went to Jesus, and He was able to break those chains. You know, He was able to deal with that brokenness. He was able to heal that brokenness. And in turn, we grew. Yeah. We grew and we grew.
Yep. Yes.
Praise the Lord.
Absolutely.
Amen.
Yes. So this summarizes our list of 10 things to watch out for before marriage. We hope that this list was empowering to you. Again, we want you to go in the comments and leave your any questions that you have for us. Leave your thoughts. What on this list that you agree with? What did you take away? Let us know of any future videos that you want us to do, because we will be doing more videos in the future. We also want you to subscribe to our channel, to our YouTube channel, and we also want you to go on our website at faithfullycrowned.com and subscribe to our newsletter to receive all updates, because anybody that's on our email list is going to be the first one to receive every single update. You will know about it first, so be sure to go do that as soon as possible. Thank you so much for, you know, taking the time out to listen to us, and we hope that these tips and tools, we hope that they helped you.
Yeah, most definitely. If you have any suggestions, please feel free to leave them down in the comment section below. Also, share this video as well with someone who you feel may need this advice to watch out for any of these red flags. God bless you. Have a great day or night.
Bye-bye. Thank you.